It was a Friday night in March 1978, and I was going on a first date. I had been on a lot of first dates. All the guys were boring. I had no chemistry with them. But this time I was taking a risk. Yeah, a big one. I went after the hot guy, the guy who was way out of my league, the guy who had a little bit of bad boy in him, and I felt a strong chemistry with him. Yeah, and I just got that just by standing beside him at volleyball. Now I realized I might have been confusing chemistry with his extremely good looks and his muscular thighs. But I decided to take a risk because he did ask me out, and I thought, was it possible that the hot guy felt a chemistry with me? Now I'm an open book, no filter, absolutely none. And I wear my heart on my sleeve. So I get myself in situations all the time. There's no easy way out. And it started with the outfit I bought for this date. Yeah, he was the hot guy. I should have been wearing something sexy, right? I bought a one-piece jean jumpsuit. Yeah, I hadn't even tried it on before I bought it. Matter of fact, I didn't try it on until 30 minutes before he was going to pick me up. And that's when I realized it had 50 tiny little buttons that went from my navel all the way to the top of my neck. Yeah, it took me 20 minutes just to button them. And then I had 10 minutes left to try to figure out this complicated belt. And I didn't know how to do it. It was stuck. And he was knocking on the door. And I thought, how am I going to go to the bathroom tonight? But I figured I'd open the door and he'd say, well, that ain't worth it. But no. He gave me a big smile and he said, don't you look good? I thought, oh, who are you? I love you. But I realized I said it out loud. Yeah, I wasn't even going to make it out the door. But he said, you're so funny. Yeah, it's funny, all right. He actually thought I was kidding, so I got past that. And then he took me to this little cafe. Oh, this was going to be trouble. We got seated at this little corner table. It was all cozy and intimate. And we had to sit real close, and our legs were touching, and uh-oh. Yeah, immediately I started feeling these tingly feelings running up and down my body. Woo! That I never felt with those other guys. So when the waiter came, he gave me my menu, and I started going like this. Yeah, I was really hot. I looked at my date. He was laughing again. Somehow I made it to the second part of the date, the movie. Saturday Night Fever, you know. Yeah. John Travolta, beginning of disco. Yeah, the Bee Gees. I came out of that movie and I couldn't get the one song out of my head, and I kind of got lost in it, and I was going, staying alive. And then it hit me. I'm on my date with the hot guy, and I looked at him, and I guess, you are so funny. And that's when I knew. This is my guy. This is my chemistry guy. Every dumb thing I did that night, he didn't care. He accepted me for who I was. But then it hit me. I really had to go to the bathroom. Yeah, I still hadn't figured out how to take this thing off, but I only lived 15 minutes from the movie theater, and I thought, I can wait. Well, he had a van. Yeah. So I had to step up really high, and all of a sudden, I accidentally went, oh no. No easy way out of that. He was right behind me. Yeah. But you know what? 22 years later, Mark was still telling everyone I farted first. Yeah. And we've been married 21 years, and we just dropped our older son off, get this, at Yale University. Yeah. But only 2 days after we dropped our son off at Yale, we found ourselves in a situation there wasn't going to be a quick fix. You see, there's no app that could have given us the courage, the strength, and the deep love we were able to find the 21 years Mark lived with cancer, half our married life. And then there were our friends and our family and people we didn't even know who gave us compassion, empathy, and pure human kindness. And let me tell you, there's no app for that. Thank you.